Digital minimalism isn't a rejection of technology and all of its amazing benefits and advantages. It's about being intentional with our use of technology so that it helps us rather than hinders us from living the kind of life that we aspire to. Let's take a look at that last bit again. Intentional use of technology so that it helps us rather than hinders us from living the kind of life that we aspire to. If you're a minimalist, this is no foreign concept to you. If you're passionate about privacy and digital freedom, this quote applies to you as well. What's going on here? It turns out minimalism and privacy are closely related. Today, I want to bridge together these two amazing concepts and communities which I absolutely adore and are your keys to a more free digital life. Nowadays, Americans have an average of 11 connected devices per household. Yeah, it's crazy. And this will continue to rise. Our journey begins with technology that you own. From a minimalist perspective, every device is another device to manage, and while there are exceptions like, you can buy an e-reader to avoid books, most technology sells us a story of convenience while hiding the several downsides. Aside from quantity, quality is equally important. Choosing technology built to last while prioritizing you as an individual is not only mentally freeing and better for the planet, it's also better for your wallet in the long run. From a privacy perspective, less is typically more, especially in regards to the infamous Internet of Things devices. I mean, the S in IoT really does stand for security. To get started, 1. Remove unused devices you no longer need. Give them to others, donate them, or sell them. 2. If a device needs replacing, replace it with something built to last. Resist the temptation of saving money in the short term and think of the long-term investment for your mind, wallet, and privacy. 3. For those willing to go above and beyond, consider minimizing to 3 or less connected devices. I have 3. A laptop, iPad, and my personal phone. 2 of these are for business and only 1 is for my personal life. Devices are built to be borderline addictive. In fact, the average American spends between 5 and 6 hours on their smartphone every day. Rather than technology being a tool to benefit you, it's turned into a tool hindering you from living the life you want to live. From a privacy perspective, there's generally a positive correlation with the number of apps you own and the amount of data collection that's happening. Every single app you have on your phone is another app given the permission and ability to spy on everything you do, and even open up your device to exploits and security issues. To get started, first, go through your devices and uninstall what you don't use. Do you have Bloons Tower Defense 5 and 6? Then just get rid of 5. Less is more, you don't need both. Second, clean up permissions, settings, and features. If you never use Siri, turn her off. She's collecting data and is one more thing working against your journey to digital minimalism. Similarly, your calculator app doesn't need your contacts and location. Third, delete data you no longer need, like old texts, photos, browser history, and unused files. If you have sentimental data, back it up to a hard drive and keep it away from the device you're using on a daily basis. Fourth, choose good operating systems. If you're a tech noob, seriously, no shame. I highly recommend an iPhone or a Pixel running stock Android. These are as simple as it gets in regards to phones without sacrificing usability. For computers, Apple makes simple products and not this atrocity. If you're more technical, there are custom versions of Android called ROMs, like Lineage OS, Calyx OS, and Graphene OS, each of which by default strip Google Play services and have no ties to any tech companies. You can install open source app stores like F-Droid and Aurora and get a clean, minimal setup for your phone. On your desktops, Linux is a fantastic option, which similarly comes with no major tech company tracking you for an overall clean desktop experience. Fifth, replace programs you use with ones designed to respect you. Open source applications are a great place to start. Find alternatives on alternative2.net and make sure to sort by open source. Some other things you can do, you can disable notifications to only be the bare minimum. You can delete social media. We actually just talked about this in a recent video. You should totally give it a watch. And some people even use their devices in grayscale mode to discourage overuse due to the vibrancy of the display. And there's a lot of other minimalism tips out there. I'll leave those in the description. The last part of digital minimalism involves every account you've opened, image uploaded, text sent, and any other part of you composing the mountain of data collected on you over the years of using the internet. This is known as your digital footprint. I can't exaggerate how freeing it is to delete old accounts, have your data removed, and get your digital footprint back to a manageable, clean slate. Seriously, people, I have less than 20 personal accounts. It didn't used to be that way. These are all on the internet, and I know exactly which information and data each one has on me. It doesn't get any better than this from a minimalistic perspective, and it's just living simply with control and the mental freedom to do whatever I want with the accounts that I know I own. From a privacy standpoint, it's a broken record. Less accounts, less data, less chance of a data breach, identity theft, security vulnerabilities, and other things that we've discussed throughout this video. Choose less services with histories of honoring their users. To get started, delete accounts you no longer need. Start by searching for verify or sign up in your email inbox to find services you sign up for. There are also sites like justdeleteme.xyz which offer databases to help spark your memory. Next, move to better alternatives. Maybe you can ditch your third-party note-taking app because you're able to use the stock application. Maybe you can migrate from Google Drive to something like Nextcloud. Alternative2.net is your best friend to find these. Third, falsify and remove any information from websites that don't need it. Facebook doesn't need your home address, Google doesn't need your real name, and most websites don't need your real email. Services like Simple Login, MySudo, and Privacy.com allow you to conveniently generate emails, phone numbers, and debit cards respectively as proxies to your real information to protect your personal identity. Our Go Incognito course discusses pseudonyms and minimalism all on a much deeper level. I seriously recommend checking it out. It's a great place to learn about this stuff. Finally, centralize things. A password manager is not only a phenomenal way to boost security, but it offers a central place to keep tabs on accounts you own. Make sure to choose an open source and trusted password manager. For something cloud-based, check out Bitwarden. If you want a local option, KeePass is phenomenal. We have a video comparing these two great projects, which are both open source, and we highly recommend both of those. So those are the 3 points that make up digital minimalism: hardware, software, and data. If you're a minimalist, many of the privacy tools offer the incentives of digital control and mental freedom, while oftentimes bringing convenience. For privacy advocates, I hope you see how important digital minimalism can be in our quest for absolute privacy in our lives. The journey of decluttering your digital life will take time and effort, but it only gets easier as time goes on and you start experiencing the amazing perks along the way, making digital minimalism such a key movement for our freedom online. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to let us know by giving it a like, and please, people, comment below how minimalism plays into your life and what it means to you. We all have different stories and backgrounds, and I'd love to hear what you do. Aside from this, we have our course, Go Incognito, teaching how to be private and secure online for anybody, regardless of their previous experience level, which actually includes a minimalism lesson as well. Don't forget to share this video as much as you can, and a giant shout out to Cal Newport, check out his book below, the subreddit Minimalism, Digital Minimalism, and all of our supporters who are donating to our channel and allowing us to make awesome content like this. Seriously, thank you, and make sure to go down below and support us if you like our content because it keeps this free for everyone else who's watching. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you next time on Techlore.